What's up guys, therealyanaamalia here, and I'm back with a video. So today I'm gonna be doing a story time on the fact that this guy cheated on me and then blamed me afterwards. Yeah, so my voice, I'm a little bit sick, so my voice sounds like cracky. I'm gonna try my best to be as clear as possible. And yeah, so if you guys want to watch this video, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and turn my post notifications on for when I post a new video, because I will be posting again soon. Alright, so let's start this video off. This is like years ago. This is not recent. Just letting guys know. And let me just get a little disclaimer. This is no hate to anybody. This is no shade or anything. This is just me sharing my experience to my audience, right? So yeah, so this was like, I think about 4 years ago. This is a long time ago. And I'm gonna start this off with the guy who cheated. I'm gonna call him Wreck-It. And the guy who cheated, I'm gonna call him Wreck-It. There's a guy I was talking to before him, and another guy, I'm gonna call him Slow. I'm gonna just name the people as I go. Okay, so this started off in the summertime before school started. School was about to start. It was like, I think the ending of July, and I was talking to this guy, and honestly, in my mind, it wasn't really too serious. It was something like, a little bit, in high school, I didn't really do relationships like that. But like, I like to just, get to know people, whatever, and, all that type of stuff. So me and him were talking, and all of a sudden, Wreck-It come talk to me. And mind you, Wreck-It and the guy I was talking to are friends. They go to the same school, and we were all in high school, by the way. So I'm just like, okay, why is his friend texting me and flirting with me at the same time? Like, isn't that kind of like a red flag? Doesn't that mean like, yo, like, it's like an invitation? Or I don't know. So I can't really tell you. But what I do know is that you are his friend. And don't you know, like, it's just, I don't know. So what I did was, I told the guy I was talking to, I was like, your friend is talking to me. And he was like, oh, just ignore him or whatever, and all type of stuff. So me and him, we kept following each other, but we talked to each other every once in a while. But it wasn't, obviously, there was no like flirting on my end or anything else. And then all of a sudden, me and the guy I was talking to stopped talking. That's random. I'm not even getting into that. But me and him just stopped talking. So when me and him stopped talking, me and Wreck-It became more close, and we're just friends. Well, on my end and his end, we were just friends. He would flirt every once in a while, but just friends. And after that, during that time, I was already talking to a guy. If you guys watch my worst date video, it kind of aligns with this video. So make sure you guys watch that and then come back in so y'all can know. So while I was talking to the guy I was talking to that video, I'm gonna name him Slow. So while I was talking to Slow, Wreck-It would like always be like, oh, why you like not want to talk to me no more and stuff like that. Cause like me, when I like somebody, I put my full attention. Like, I'm not gonna go and talk to other people or be disloyal, do some like cheating stuff, even though like we're not officially together. That's just not who I am. So I would never do something like that. So I would never really give Wreck-It that much time. Like, I never like gave him that much attention I had when I started talking to his friend. Like, I wasn't really talking to him as much. So I was mainly focused on the guy I was talking to at the time, which was Slow. So me and Slow, we ended it off and everything, and I told Wreck-It what happened, and he was just like, oh, like, he's whack and everything, and he's not good for you, all that type of stuff. So after that, if I'm talking too low, I'm sorry. Sorry. Anyways, so yeah, so after that, after me and Slow were done talking, that was like, I would say 2 months later, like in Octoberish. me and Ricky started talking to each other every single day. Like we were talking to each other every single day, and we just became really, really close friends. And I valued him as like my best friend. Like, like me and him were really, really close, and me and him were really close, and he like always wanted to get with me, whatever. And if the guy keeps calling me babe, does not mean like they look you want to get with you. That's what I was thinking in my head. I was like 15 at the time, so my mind was different. So me and him were very close and everything, and we went to two different schools, by the way. We didn't go to the same school, we went to two different schools. And we never seen each other in person. I know. It was online. It was online. But yeah. I'm gonna put disclaimer, and just gonna pause the story time. I didn't really do a lot of relationships. I wasn't really a relationship person. Like, I would like you and I get bored and I would move on to the next person. Like, I don't know. That's just the way I was, This is all online, by the way. So it was like, I would say, November-ish. I was talking to me and this other guy. I'm gonna call him Cheese. Me and him were talking. It was like me and him were like flirt with each other every once in a while, and me and him went to the same school too. So like every single guy is like in the same school except for Record, basically. So like me and him were cool and everything. Like me and him were chilling, and like there's like no problems or anything. And me and Cheese, we're just vibing, like So and obviously Ricky didn't claim me as the girl he wants to be with, so officially. So I never, I'm just being single. I'm doing what I want to do. So when it came to, I would say, the end of November, it became a thing where he finally, now that I'm like actually thinking about it, he never actually asked me to be his girlfriend. So now I'm just like, bro, oh my gosh, like we just became together, So, so we was together. That I made it known. The end of November, we was together. Me and him were together. So December went on, and I came to realize that he likes to party. Like, he goes out like all the time. And me, I didn't mind. I'm not really a party person. Like, I get bored easily. Like, me being a party is just like, okay, what's next? Like, dancing. Now I'm tired. Now I don't want to be here no more. So partying is just not really my thing. So he would always go to parties and all that type of stuff, and he would always let me know, like, oh, he's going to a party, do I want to come? I'm like, no, I want to go. Like, I trust you. I put my full trust in, like, when I'm with somebody, I put my full trust in you. Like, I don't know none of that extra stuff. When I trust you, I trust you. All right, so when I trust you, I trust you. So I trusted him to go to all parties and all that type of stuff and do what he wants. Because me, I'm not the type to be like, okay, I'm going to tell you, like, don't cheat on me, don't do this, don't do that. No. I'm the type to let you do what you want to do. And if you really respect me enough, if you really are loyal to me, then obviously you be doing what you're supposed to do. But if you're obviously not loyal to me and you don't respect me enough, you're going to be doing some flaw shit, basically. So if you're going to do some flaw shit, I'm going to let you do. Like, you're going to do what you want to do. I'm never going to tell a guy to do anything. If you're doing what you want to do what you want to do. And then whatever happens afterwards. So, so I let him go to all parties and do what he wants, and for so far, it was great. Like, I didn't see no problems. And I followed most of his friends, like, all of his friends from his school, most of them, I was actually following them. So, like, I basically knew what was going on in his school because his friends would post and stuff like that. So, no problems, no nothing. So, it has gotten to a point in the middle of December. Mind you, all my friends know I'm not single and I'm with somebody. And even though I was technically, right now I would say I was technically single with a boyfriend because, like, it was online and, you know, all that type of stuff. But me, I'm very loyal. When I'm with you, I am with you. I'm like, all my friends knew I was with him and everything else like that. Like, everyone knows. So, you know, I always was loyal. Never did no flaw stuff. Nothing, none of that. None of that. So, it was like the middle of December is when it started getting bad. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, in the middle of December, my friends, it was like a group chat. Well, people I'm not friends with now, but obviously, people I was friends with at the time, we was in a group chat, and like, you know, we would always send each other videos and, you know, talk shit and, you know, like laugh, make jokes and stuff like that. Like, you know, it was like a fun group chat to be in, honestly. So, we was in the group chat talking, and all of a sudden, one of my saw me YouTube video, and she said she saw a record in it, and I said, wait, what? Wait, what do you mean? I looked at the video, and it was like a public interview of telling the girl to like turn around to see her body and ask her questions and stuff like that. And it wasn't his video, it wasn't record video, but it was like Sono's video, and he just added himself in there. So I watched the full video through. Then at the end of the video, and I saw that he was there, and he added himself to the video, and he was looking at that girl up and down, telling her to turn around and bend down and do all the extra stuff. And I was like, that's so embarrassing, because now you're embarrassing me, you know? And I don't like to be embarrassed, especially, like, I just don't like being embarrassed. Like, do not embarrass me, you know? So when he did that, I confronted him, right? So I called him. I had called him, and I was like, Rickett, yeah, I just saw this video that you was in, you know? And like, I didn't like, why would you tell that girl to bend down and do all that extra stuff? Like, why you doing some disloyal stuff? Here he go, oh, what you talking about? No, let me tell you exactly what happened. Oh my gosh, I forgot. What he did, he was like, what you mean? What are you talking about? And I was like, but I just don't understand. Like, I just don't know what's going on. And he kept on like dodging the question, and I don't like that. Be straight up, you feel me? So what he did, he was in someone else's house, I guess playing the game or whatever. He had walked outside. When I tell you he walked outside and yelled at me. I kid you not, this dude yelled at me. Yes. He yelled at me. He was like, what the fuck you talking about? Why are you telling me? I mean, why are you asking all these questions? We wasn't even together that time. That video was dumb. Oh, he just posted it now. We wasn't even together. Don't ask me no dumbass shit. Like, I was like, wait, for real? And like, I was so shocked, because for someone who's never yelled at me ever, all of a sudden yells at me. You know? So, especially off of this, that should have been a red flag. But honestly, I was not thinking like that. I stayed quiet. And me, I don't like to argue. I'm not that type. I will argue. I do know how to argue. Well, I can argue. I can. I just choose not to, because I feel like it's a waste of time. So I didn't argue back with him. I was just like, I stayed quiet. And I was like, I stayed quiet the whole time. I was like, because I was so much in shock. And I was just like, okay. And I was like, yeah, I gotta go. And I ended the phone call. I didn't say nothing to him. And I don't remember even telling my friends that he yelled at me. I'm not even sure. I don't remember. So then like the next day he texted me. He was like, oh, he apologized. And he was like, oh, I'm sorry for yelling at you and stuff like that. You know, we wasn't together and everything, And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I forgive you. Because I don't want to hold no grudge, you know. Holding grudge is just, again, a waste of time, and there's too much energy and not doing it. So, when he kept saying that the video was old, I said, wait, the video is old. Let me look at the date. The video was a couple of days ago. I'm pretty sure that video, if it was a couple of days ago, which means that he made that video at least last week and just posted it. So what are you talking about? Yeah. He lied. Red flag. But I never took it to heart. I just kept on pushing. So it was, okay, so now it was around Christmas time. and it's winter break, and I was home. Obviously, I don't, like I said, I don't do parties. I don't party at all. And he parties, like, this is the time he party like non-stop, like every single night. I'm surprised his mom let him do that, but she did. So he partied like non-stop, and he was partying. Tell me how this one day, okay, this is where it really went down. This one day, I think it was, I don't know, it was a Christmas party, so I'm thinking, Christmas Eve party. So I'm guessing it was that exact Christmas night. No, because it was on a Saturday. What day was Christmas? I don't remember what day it was, so I'm not even gonna guess. So, it was, okay, okay, so like Friday night. No, Saturday night. Let's see what it was. I don't remember what day Christmas was, so I'm not even gonna guess it. Saturday night, right? He texted me, he was like, oh, he's going to a party, do I want to come? I said, no, I don't want to go, like, I trust you, have fun. And, yeah, so he went to a party, he didn't text me, right? Usually he would text me, but this time he didn't. He didn't text me, he didn't say anything, and I didn't, like, look too deep into it because I was tired and everything, so whatever. And then I had woken up, okay? And it was Sunday morning. I woken up, and, I got ready, to get dressed, Sunday, to go to church. So I'm eating my oatmeal, and I decided to go on my phone, start scrolling on Instagram. So I see that he texted me. So when he texted me, I texted him back. And I was like, I texted him back, because he texted me, like, excuse me, sorry, I can burp. He texted me like around 1 o'clock in the morning, but obviously I was sleeping around that time. And I'm guessing this is around the time that he was leaving the party. So I texted him back. I was like, hey, blah, 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 blah. So obviously he still sleeps, so I didn't rush him, like, why you texting? No, he obviously still sleep. So I'm scrolling on Instagram, right? And I'm looking at people's stories, and something is telling me, there's, like, me, my intuition, the gift I have of knowing things, oh my gosh, I can't even tell you how, like, honestly, I be saving myself before any of these things be happening. But for some reason, I just put myself to stay in these predicaments. But anyways, back to this story. I was scrolling. I'm not scrolling, tapping on people's stories, and I come across his friend's story, and I see, he's showing a party or whatever, and I was like, oh, okay, whatever. And then I see a video that looked exactly like Wreck-It, in a chair, getting a lap dance, and his hands is all up on her butt and her waist, and this slapping her, like, doing all the extraness, and grinding on her, and letting her grind on him. Oh, you a single man at these parties then? You must be a single man at these parties, because what is this? So when I saw this, I was like, wait, that ain't him. So what I did, I screen recorded. And mind you, I still have this video to this day. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. Okay, anyways, I screen recorded it. And I was just like, okay, screen record. Let me ask his friend that posted that video, is this Wreck-It? He was like, oh, I don't know, man. I don't know what that is. Right, so you're trying to cover for him. Bet. I texted one of his other friends. I said, is this Wreck-It? And they were like, oh, I don't know. I don't think that's him. I don't like him. I'm like, oh, okay. You're trying to cover for your homeboy. You're trying to cover for your homeboy. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. So I was just like, okay. I texted him. I texted Wreck-It and I said, we need to talk. And this time I'm at church, and every time I try to call him, he wouldn't answer. But he would answer my text though. So This time, I called him again, and mind you, I'm at church, so I'm missing time with me worshiping God to ask for me to figure out what is going on here. But let me pause this story to let you know. When I saw this video, my heart dropped. When I tell you, my heart dropped, because I know who it is. But I need confirmation, because I need to know if I'm crazy or not. And a part of me wasn't mad. You know, like a part of me, because I was just like, he gonna do what he want. Like I keep saying, you gonna do what you want, and what you do is gonna let me know if you're loyal, if you're not loyal. Point blank, period. So I was just like, okay, so since you wanna be on that weird stuff, I'm gonna have to deal with it. And I kept myself calm that whole time. And I was at my house looking at the videos and stuff like that. I was keeping myself calm. So back to the church, and I'm calling him. I'm just like, Ricky, so what were you wearing last night? He gonna tell me a black shirt and white pants with black shoes. So you lying now. Right. So I was just like, oh, for real? Okay. So was that you in that video? I sent it to him. He said, no, that wasn't me. I said, okay, I'm gonna ask you again. Is that you in that video? No, that wasn't me. Okay, I'm gonna ask you again. Is that you in that video? A long pause. Oh, it hits you now? That's my dryer. Anyways, that's when he was like, oh, like, if I do tell you the truth, I don't want you to hang up on me. I said, I'm not gonna hang up. Tell me right now. He was like, oh, what happened is that, like, this is where it gets funny. This is where it gets funny. Are you kidding me? He telling me, oh, so basically, like, I took too much crema. Crema is like a Haitian, like, liquor, you know? So, yeah. Oh, I took too much cremas, and, like, you know, like, I got very, like, I only wanted to drink one, but then I ended up drinking a whole bunch, and then, like, my friends, they put me in this predicament, and you know, like, you know, all these things kept happening, and then, you know, but, like, you know, at the same time, it's like, it's your fault too, because you wouldn't. It's my fault. Yeah, it's your fault. It's your fault for letting this stuff happen, because I didn't go to the party with him. Are you kidding me? You serious? It's my fault that you did what you did because I didn't go to the party with you? Really? I'm like, oh, it's my fault. Like, no, it's not your fault, but, like, yeah, it's your fault because I wouldn't go to the party with you, and because you wouldn't go to the party with me, and, like, you know, I let all this stuff happen, and da. What? And I was like, oh. He's like, oh, but I'm so sorry. Do you forgive me? Da. And I was like, I'm at church. I accept your apology. I'm sorry for my shaking. It's my anxiety. Sorry. It's just like, okay, I accept your apology, but I don't forgive you. And he was like, oh, like, I hope you forgive me. Please forgive me. And da. I'm just like, no. I accept your apology, but my hands. I'm sorry. I accept your apology, but I don't forgive you. Not yet, at least. So after church, I called him again. He's so sad, like he's real down and everything. And I was like, what are you doing here? Like, me, I'm all bright and, like, cause I was in church, so, like, I prayed about everything, so I feel better. Like I'm telling you, I was even mad about it. Like a part of me wasn't mad at the time. 'Cause I didn't feel it. Like like when I'm going through something, sometimes I could be emotionally unavailable. I could just shut down and not feel a thing, and that's what I was going through. So I was like, I was just going through it, and I called him again. And I was like, yeah, like, what you doing and stuff, like, I'm not in church no more. And he was like, yeah, like, I'm just playing the game and stuff. I'm like, why you sad? You sad? No, not really. Putting that whole sad soaps, whatever. So, we got back on a cool point, but that's when it started to hit me. And I told my friends exactly what happened, and it started to hit me more, and it didn't. It was doing me any good. So after spring break happened, it was July. It was January. Back to school. All my friends know what happened, and they weren't cutting for it. So after school, I would always call him on the phone, always. And when I was talking to him on the phone after school, it just wouldn't be great because we will always end up arguing, always argue, and when us arguing, it just became, because I became bitter, and I didn't trust him. I became bitter. I didn't trust him. I became bitter. I pitied him. I didn't respect him at all. And that's like a terrible place to be when you're with me. That's a terrible place to be, because that's how you know, like, I'm done. Like, I cannot. But it got toxic, and we was arguing on the phone every single day. And to the point that on this day, my best friend, he said, he saw me on the phone with him. He was like, you know what? Give me the phone. So he took my phone, and because we was arguing and stuff like that, Ricky was posting stuff on his story. I posted stuff on my story. Like, it was just not it. So, it got very toxic. So after that whole thing, the dynamic changed. So after that, me and Record were texting after school one day, and one of my best friend, he took my phone and he wrote this paragraph, and he ended it with him, like it was me. And when he did that, he was like, no good for my best friend, no good, you this, you that, like, there's no reason why you're doing this to my best friend. She is done with you. That's it. At that time, I didn't know that was what he was doing, At that moment, I did not know that was what he was doing. I thought it was just like something else. No. He was breaking up with him. And him and Wreck-It were going back and forth. And then I told I keep saying his name. Then I told my best friend, was like, yo, like, don't, it's a guy, by the way. I told my guy best friend, yo, like, don't do that or whatever, like, no. And I was mad at him, and my emotions were all over the place, So it was just not a good place that day. I was just not there. I really was not there. And so, coming to the end of the story time, I'm gonna finish it off by saying that after that, I ended up telling him I don't want to end it off, just to end it off a couple days later, because I realized that my best friend was right and I don't deserve this, and I shouldn't be stuck in a toxic predicament. So I ended it off. And you think that'll be the end of the story time? There's so many more stories for Wreck-It. I'm telling you. Yeah. So if you guys like this story, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and turn my post notifications on for when I post a new video.